Our next property corresponds to invertible elements. So here they say that the theorem is given that if A represents any complex Banach algebra with identity, this is given to us, then the set consisting of all invertible elements of this algebra, that is an open subset of that algebra. So hence we may say that if G is the open subset, then M, which consists of all the non-invertible elements, would be closed. So here the subset G, which is the subset of all invertible elements of A, the set G of all invertible elements of A would be a group under multiplication. How? You may check all the conditions for a group. It should have identity, or the inverse of every element should exist. Associativity should also be there. So what we wanted to prove here? We wanted to prove here that this G is an open set. In order to prove an open set, what we do? We consider an element x naught from here. Corresponding to this element x naught, we prove that if you take every small neighborhood of this point, that neighborhood should lie completely in the set G. So mathematically, this statement would mean that if we assume x belonging to the algebra, which is sufficiently close to x, that means if we assume the distance between the point x and the point x naught is strictly less than equal to 1 by the norm of x naught inverse, then we say this x belongs to G. So here we assume that there exists some point A such that its distance is less than this quantity. This we assume. And we will prove that this x will belong to G in order to prove the openness of this set G. So here, if the quantity x naught inverse x is denoted by y, and we also have another notation which expression which says that whenever you take e minus y, this is equal to z. So these are all the notations just for simplification of calculations. Then what would be the norm of z? It would be equal to the norm of minus z. There is no problem. All of the both of these things are equal. Why? Because norm of minus z would be equal to minus 1 modulus into the norm of z, and minus 1 modulus is same as plus 1, right? So using this thing, we have modulus of z equal to modulus of minus z, and using the definition for z, we have this to be the modulus of y minus e. Now using the definition for e, we can write this to be x naught inverse x, and the identity e could now be written as x naught inverse x naught. There is no problem. Okay, and why this thing is equal to E? Because we have assumed x naught to belonging to G, and G is what? It is a set consisting of all the invertible elements. So x naught is obviously invertible. So what we can do? We can take x naught inverse common, so that we have this term, and using the the property of this multiplicative identity from Banach algebras, we may have uh, the norm of x naught inverse x minus x naught less than equal to the norm of x naught inverse into the norm of x minus x naught. So here, by assumption, this thing is less than 1. How? So because we have considered this, the distance of x together with x naught is strictly less than the norm 1 by the norm of x naught inverse. So you can shift this term to the left hand side. So you have the whole of this norm as equal to less than 1. So therefore, we obtain the norm of z less than 1. This thing. So if the norm of z is less than 1, so using the result here, which says that A is complex Banach space and the norm of x is less than 1, then e minus x to the power minus 1 is written in this infinite series. So here the norm of z is less than 1, so therefore e minus z is an invertible element. If this is an invertible element, we can say this E minus Z would also belongs to G because all the invertible elements are present in the set G. And what was E minus Z? By our notation, this E minus Z was equal to Z. E minus Y was E minus Y was equal to Z. So therefore E minus Z would also be equal to Y. So using this thing here, we have E minus Z which is equal to Y, this belongs to G. And because G is group, so therefore we have the product of two elements present in G also in G. And this product is what? This product, when you substitute the expression for Y here, which is x naught inverse x, so you obtain this as x. So this product which is x would also belongs to G. Why? Because G is a group by the closure property of the group. So we say for any element x naught which is an arbitrary element, the set G, that is an open set, and the complement M is a closed set.